Hi friends, I hope you're having a great day. We're back with chapter 5 of Junie B. Jones. She is a party animal. Remember, this book is by Barbara Park. So chapter 5 is called Going to the Ball. Remember that her and Grace and Lucille are in the back seat of Lucille's Richie Nana's car on their way to the sleepover. So let's see what happens. Lucille was sitting in the middle. She whispered real quiet to me and that Grace. "Beg for my poodle," she said. "You promised, remember? You promised to beg for my poodle." Me and that Grace looked and looked at each other, because we didn't actually want to do that particular thing. Lucille poked us. "Come on, you promised," she whispered. "You promised to beg." I did a sigh. Then I thinked about what to say. Finally, I took a deep breath. "Hey, Nana, guess what? Lucille wants a poodle, apparently. And so you could buy her one, do you think?" I asked. "Yes, could you?" asked that Grace. "'Cause she's making us beg you, or else we can't spend the night." That Nana's mouth came all the way open. "Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? Well, my granddaughter knows perfectly well that I am allergic to dogs. So you can tell Lucille that a poodle is out of the question, I'm afraid." I patted Lucille, very understanding. "A poodle is out of the question, we're afraid," I said. Lucille kicked her feet up and down. "Beg harder," she whispered. "You have to beg harder." I did a frown. "Are you firm on that, Nana?" I asked. "No poodle, Lucille," said the Nana, very snappish. Lucille kicked her feet some more. "I knew that idea wouldn't work," she grouched. Just then the car stopped in front of a big iron gate. Grace's eyes opened big and wide. "Wow, this gate looks like a castle gate," she said. Lucille smiled a teeny bit. "It's not a castle gate, you silly head, Grace," she said. "This is the gate to my house." The Nana pushed a button and the gate opened right in front of our eyes. "Hey, that button is like magic," I said. Lucille smiled bigger. After that, the Nana drove down a long driveway. She stopped in front of a big, beautiful house. Lucille jumped out of the car and ran inside. Me and that Grace followed after her. And guess what? Lucille's house was even beautifuler on the inside than it was on the outside. There was a beautiful long row of stairs, and a beautiful big bowl of flowers, and a beautiful giant sparkly ceiling light made out of glass. I did a gasp at that glistening thing. "That light takes my breathing away," I said. Lucille skipped all around in a circle. She sang a loud song in our ears. "See, see, I told you I was rich. See, see, I told you I was rich," she sang. She made that song up, I believe. After that, she took our hands and showed us the rooms in her house. She showed us the living room and the dining room and the kitchen and the big giant patio and the daddy's office and the mother's office and the family room and the pool room where you play pool and the outside pool where you swim and the hot tub and the library and the gym and the Nana's room and the mother and daddy's room and the fancy gold bathroom with the jacuzzi and the brother's room and a whole bunch of guest rooms. Then finally, Lucille showed us her very own bedroom, and it looked like a bedroom where a princess lived. Lucille's bed had a pink frilly roof on top of it. "This is called a canopy," she explained. "It matches my pink silk draperies and my pink silk bedspread, and my pink telephone, and my pink plush rug, and my wallpaper with pink flowers in it. And see my TV, and my stereo, and my computer, and my CD player?" She pointed to the corner. "And did you notice all of my big stuffed animals standing over there?" she asked. My eyes popped out at those giant guys. The giraffe was bigger than me, even. Me and that Grace ran to play with them. "No! Stop! Don't!" Lucille shouted. "You're not allowed to touch them. They are just for show." "Huh?" said that Grace. "What?" I said. "How come?" "Because they're very expensive, that's how come," she said. "Those animals costed my Nana a fortune." "Oh," I said, kind of disappointed. Oh, said that Grace. We sat down on Lucille's bed. Lucille shouted at us again. No, get up. You're not allowed to sit there. That bedspread is just for show. Me and that Grace springed right off of there. Lucille quick smoothed the material with her hand. Don't you two know anything? She said. This bedspread is made out of silk, I told you. I'm not allowed to get it soiled. Oh, I said. Oh, said that Grace. After that, Lucille skipped over to her dresser, and she pressed a button on her mirror. A bazillion lights came on. Look at this, she said. This is my very own professional makeup mirror. It's the same kind of mirror they use for movie stars. My Nana brought it all the way from Hollywood, California. Me and that Grace runned to the sparkly mirror. We looked at ourselves in the bright lights. Then we sticked out our tongues and made funny faces. Lucille quick turned it off. It is not a toy, she grouched. After that, me and that Grace just stood there very still, and we didn't touch anything. There's the mirror. Look at Lucille's face. Oops. So there's Junie B. There's Grace. Look at Lucille. She does not look happy. This is going to be a long evening, I said kind of quiet. Only just then, something very wonderful happened. Lucille's Nana came in the room, and she was carrying a big box of dress-up clothes. I thought you little gals might have some fun with my old evening gowns, she said real nice. They're as old as the hills, but they're still quite stunning. Lucille run to the box, speedy quick. Let's play Cinderella, she said. She pulled out a beautiful sparkly pink gown. I'm Cinderella, she shouted. Then that Grace shoved me out of her way, and she run to the box too. She pulled out a sparkly blue gown. I'm the fairy godmother, she yelled. I did a huffy breath at those two, 'cause now I had to be the ugly stepsisters, probably. I bended down and searched through the box, very careful. Then all of a sudden, my hands felt something long and silky and softy. I quick pulled it right out of there. The Nana's whole face lighted up. Oh my goodness, my old feather boa, she said. Why, I haven't seen that thing in years. I danced all around with that lovely thing. I love this, Nana. I love this old feather boa. Just then, another great idea popped in my brain. Hey, I know. I will be the famous singer that sings at Cinderella's ball. Lucille and Grace looked funny at me. What singer? Said Lucille. There is no singer, said that Grace. I stamped my foot at them. Yes, there is. There is, too, a singer, and I am her. And my name is Florence, the famous singer, and I will be performing show tunes from the hit musical Annie. So there. Lucille and Grace shrugged their shoulders at me. Then they dressed up in their beautiful gowns, and they went to the ball, and I sang, The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. There they are. That Junie B. She's so funny. All right, chapter 6 is called Bouncing. So we'll see what happens. I hope they get to have a little bit more fun. It doesn't sound like too much fun right now. They can't play with anything. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon. Miss you.